Asanteni, tafadhali kaeni chini. Cabinet Secretary wetu Margaret Kobia, Governor wetu wa Kajiado Joseph Olelenku, the FAU County Reps, Ambassador Kara, IFAD County Director, World Food Program County Rep in Kenya, honorable members of parliament, senior national and county government officials, the host farmer Simon Sude, host stakeholders and farmers, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, and asuvavogi, Messi Yesu, hamjambo, hamjambo tena, muriega ligi. Asanteni sana. We gather today in beautiful Kajiado County to mark the occasion of World Food Day. On this day across the world, we commemorate the founding of the Food and Agriculture Organizations of the United Nations, FAO, in 1945, and reflect on the food challenges we face and the way forward. This year, we mark this day against an unfortunate backdrop, a severe hunger in Kenya and the Horn of Africa, the result of prolonged drought. Today, more than 3.5 million people in Kenya are in dire need of food, including nearly 1 million children below 5 years and 100,000 expectant mothers. 11 counties are in a state of alarm and another on alert. The situation is an indictment of our management of food and agriculture as a nation. It is a stark reminder, especially for our young government, of the depth and gravity of the challenge that we must solve for our people. It is clear that we must make significant, transformative, and sustainable changes to our agricultural strategy and do so urgently, given the pace at which climate change is impacting our agriculture. In the immediate term, our first priority is to reduce suffering, and over the last 1 month, we have supplied relief food to vulnerable families and set aside 900 million Kenya shillings for more. We project to distribute 90,000 bags of rice, 100,000 bags of beans, and 10,000 cartons of beef. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I want to reflect on the centrality of agriculture, because that's how we view the sector: essential, vital, and central to everything we are and trying to become. This is why our administration has identified agriculture as the dominant pillar of our social and economic transformation. The centerpiece of our strategy is the same idea expressed in the theme of this year's World Food Day. We have developed the better production, better nutrition, a better environment, and a better life. Leave no one behind. Improving production is the centerpiece of our thinking and planning. We believe it is a path to reducing importation, developing a profitable and sustainable agricultural sector for every stakeholder, and achieving food sufficiency for our great nation. The only way forward is inclusive growth that lifts everyone in the value chain. To realize our ambition, we have to pursue various interventions and embrace new paradigms. We must move away from the reliance on rain-fed agriculture and diversify and begin to introduce drought-resistant varieties into our agriculture in addition to irrigation. Access to affordable inputs is an integral part of the changing equation of agricultural production. His Excellency the President has from the onset identified the provision of affordable and accessible inputs as a priority intervention. We have decided to begin with fertilizer as an immediate intervention because of its profound impact on productivity in the medium term and long term. Consequently, we have provided more than 3.5 billion shillings worth towards the fertilizer subsidy program. This will avail 1.4 million bags of 50 kg fertilizer to farmers during the ongoing short rain season at reasonable prices. Ladies and gentlemen, we believe Kenya can achieve and sustain food security for our people if we make the right strategic interventions. We are currently facing a staple food deficit, particularly maize, wheat, rice, and potatoes that demands urgent intervention. To address this, we have adopted an agricultural value chain approach to priority crops, livestock, and fisheries as outlined in the agricultural sector transformation and growth strategy. This is a decade-long process that will restructure the strategic food reserve to serve Kenyans who are at a high risk of hunger. This will contribute to building food resilience among 1.3 million households in arid and semi-arid lands through community-driven interventions in farming, livestock, and fishing. Ladies and gentlemen, climate change is the elephant in the room and on many farms across Kenya and the world. We have suffered a prolonged drought with 4 depressed rain seasons, and this will probably not be the last time. We must collectively adopt our agricultural production to withstand the capricious effects of climate change. In response, the government initiated and is supporting and promoting various adaptive programs. Under the crop insurance program, the government has committed 3 billion Kenya shillings to manage risks and losses among smallholder farmers and increase productivity. Today, the project has covered 1.3 million farmers in 37 counties, targeting maize, Irish potatoes, and green grams value chains. Further, the government is implementing the Kenya Climate Smart Agricultural Project in 24 counties, which include Kajiado County. The project's goals are to increase agricultural productivity and build resilience to climate change risks in targeted smallholder farming and pastoral communities. This project also focuses on upscaling climate-smart practices and puts emphasis on interventions that promote and facilitate adoption of increased yields and reduce greenhouse gas emissions per unit output. As we observe the World Food Day 2022, we are reminded of our individual roles in food security. I'm delighted to see the technologies, products, and services displayed here today, and I'm certain that if we get them in the right hands, they'll help reduce hunger and malnutrition. This day is also for learning, and I'm positive of the effects of this day will linger in Kajiado County for months to come. I congratulate the Food Agriculture Organization Kenya for winning the FAO Achievement Award 2022, a global recognition for excellence and impact. The award was won by Kirisia Community Forest Association, a FAO key stakeholder, in collaboration with Samburu County and the national government of the Kirisia Forest restoration efforts. Ladies and gentlemen, I take this opportunity to thank Governor Ole Lenku for hosting this event. I also thank the national and Kajiado organizing committees, FAO, and all other stakeholders who have committed their time and resources to the success of this event. Asanteni sana.